Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is teacher NOORIZZATY AMIERA binti ISMAIL.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is teacher IRDINA binti Muhammad RIDZWAN.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is teacher NOORIZZATY Natasya binti Muhammad AZMAN.
We are teacher from Sekolah Kebangsaan Putrajaya, Precinct 18, Section 2. We already prepared the final examination paper for English subject. This is paper 1, year 4. The duration for this examination is 1 hour, 15 minutes. We already prepared the instruction for the students. This question paper consists of 2 parts, which is part A, part B. The student must answer all the questions from part A and part B in the question paper. The student must read the question carefully and do not open this paper until being asked by the teacher. Now moving on to the TOS table, table of specification. For ladies and gentlemen information, the TOS table is from according to the textbook and we refer to the SOW scheme of work, the learning standard according to the KSSR syllabus. You can refer all the unit, all the complementary skill and the main skill in this TOS table. Now we're moving on to the question.
Okay, so this is the instruction for the section A questions. Each question in this paper is followed by 3 or 4 possible answers. Choose the best answer from the answers marked A, B, and C, or A, B, C, or D. Then on your answer sheet, blacken the answer that you have chosen. So this section A consists of 20 marks. Question A to 5, choose the best answer to complete the sentence. So this is the question from 1 to 5. Next is question 6. Choose the most suitable idiom. And then we're moving on to the question 7 to 9. Choose the best answer to fill in the blanks in the passage that follows. Next is question 10. Choose the word that has same meaning as the underlined word. Question 11. Choose the sentence with the correct punctuation. Question 12 to 15. Based on the picture given, choose the best answer to fill in the blanks in the passage that follows.
Now we are moving on to question 16 to 18, which is the student are going to read the email carefully and answer or circle the question. This is Teacher IZNI.
All right, thank you, Teacher Zati. So moving on to the question 19 to 20, the student need to read the text below and answer all the questions that follows. All right, moving on to the section B, which is question 21. The student need to rearrange the words and create a sentence. The student also can refer this picture to create a sentence. All right, moving on to the question 22. The student have to read the description below and answer the question that follows. So these are the questions for question 22. Next, question 23. The student have to read the notice below and answer the question. These are the questions for question 23. So moving on to the last question in this paper, which are question 24 and 25. The student has to study the poster below and answer the question that follows. So these are the questions for question 24. So I think that's all for the question in this paper. We are moving on to the answer scheme in this final examination paper 1.
Okay, so this is the answer scheme for final examination paper English paper 1 year 4. year 4. Okay, so for the question 1 to 15, we provided you a table which contains all of the answers in this table. Moving on to question 16 to 18 for teacher Izzati.
In question 16 to 18, there are some divided parts. So A, B, C, student need to answer the question based on the A, B, C parts, and question 19 to 20 is same just like 16 to 18. Question 21.
Right, so moving on to the next question, which is question 21. So these are the questions for each question. The next one is question and question 23. So these are the questions. For question 23, we are also accept any possible answer for question D and E. So the next one is question 24 and the last one is question 25. So any possible answer will be accepted. So I think that's all for our explanation for final year paper 1. We are moving on to the next paper, which is paper 2.
Okay, thank you, IZNI. So now, as I mentioned before, we are teacher from Sekolah Kebangsaan Putrajaya 18, section 2. This is final examination paper, English, paper 2. This is year 4. The duration of the examination is 1 hour, 50 minutes. The instruction to the student is, this question paper consists of 3 parts, part A, part B, and part C. The student must answer all the questions from part A, part B, and part C in the question paper. The student must read the question carefully, and please do not open this paper until asked by your teacher. This is section A. Section A contains 10 marks. The student must study the notice and use the information to complete the following text. So, this is the question for students need to complete the announcement with the correct information.
Teacher Izni.
Alright, thank you teacher Idina and teacher Zati. So moving on to the next section, which is section B. The student have to study the pictures and the information given below, and the student need to answer the question that follow in the space provided. So the student need to complete the table with their answers. So these are the questions that the student need to give reasons for their choice. Which type of transportation would they choose based on the pictures. So moving on to the next section, which is section C.
All right, so this is section C. Section C consists of 25 marks. This section consists of 2 questions. Answer 1 question only. So question 1, write a story based on the given pictures. You may use the words given to help you. Write your story in the space provided. Your story should be between 80 to 100 words. Next, you can choose either question 1 or 2. So this is question 2. Write a story based on the given pictures. You may use the words given to help you. Write your story in the space provided, and your story should be between 80 and 100 words. And then this is the space provided.
So that is the end of the question. We are moving on to the table of specification.
This is table of the specification for final examination English paper, paper 2. Next, just like I mentioned, the table of specification are according to the textbook, and we refer to the SOW scheme of work. This is also the learning standard according to the KSSR syllabus. And then we're moving on to the next. The next one is answer scheme. This is final examination paper, English paper, paper 2, year 4, and this is the answer scheme. In the section A, we have 10 marks. So the student only need to complete by the notice that following. Moving on to the section B.
All right, thank you, Teacher Zati. So these are the answer for section B. For A question. So for B question, we are accepting any possible answer, or this is the sample for the answer for question B. All right. So the next section will be presenting by the next presenter.
Okay, so this is the answer scheme for section C. So this is a sample of a short story for question 1, which consists of 100 words. And then this is the sample answer for question 2, which consists of 97 words.
This is the rubric for the final examination paper, English paper, paper 2. The rubric are referred for the teacher only. This is the rubric. And this is all of the examination paper that we are teacher prepared for the students. We hope that student can answer correctly and our paper can be accepted. That's all from us. Thank you and bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.